I think that's our cue to get started. Welcome. On behalf of Springfield College President Mary Beth Cooper, Provost Martha Potvin, Dean Brooke Hallowell, and the entire faculty and staff of the OT department, allow me to welcome you to the 2020/2021 Springfield College Occupational Therapy Academic Completion Ceremony. For those watching who don't know me, my name is Dr. Lori Vaughn, and I'm chair of the Occupational Therapy Program. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Martha Potvin, Springfield College Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, to deliver some welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Lori. Good evening, students, faculty, staff, and guests. Welcome to the Academic Completion Ceremony at your Springfield College. What a beautiful, crisp January evening it is in this part of the country. Thank you for including me in your celebration. Congratulations, students, you're special. You not only have a strong foundation in occupational therapy, but the unprecedented challenges you faced given the pandemic will likely serve you in good stead. Now, how can that be? You have faced disruption in your face-to-face learning, your clinical experiences, exposure to the COVID virus, and living and succeeding in an unpredictable and dynamic environment. While it's tough to focus on learning under these conditions, your experiences and ability to be flexible and resilient through major life events like this will serve you well in the future. You may not appreciate it yet, but I know that these experiences will allow you to better empathize with and appreciate the dynamic nature of life events, not only in your own futures, but in those who you were trained to serve. You have accomplished much, so too have the faculty and staff who face these challenges with you. They adapted as well and kept your success at the core of their planning. I want to congratulate them as well. I wish all of you the best in spirit, mind, and body for leadership and service to others.
Thank you, Dr. Potvin, for your warm welcome. It's a pleasure to be able to share this wonderful tradition, the Academic Completion Ceremony, with students, family, and friends. While we can't be together in person, we still want to honor and celebrate all of your accomplishments. For the first time this year, we had a committee plan and organize this event. And so I would just like to take a moment to thank them for their hard work in making this event extra special, despite our physical distance. So thanks to Joni Simmons, Carrie Leckie, and Andrea Coppola for your hard work, and thanks to Diane Carrigan for helping them to accomplish the vision. So just thank you for all that you've done to make this hopefully a wonderful event. As we get started, I would just like to take a moment to first introduce and acknowledge the faculty and staff who are attending here tonight. Their hard work, dedication, flexibility, and commitment to the students are a large part of what brings us here tonight. I'll ask the faculty and staff to unmute and give a quick hello as I say your name. Dr. Joni Simmons, who is founding chair and coordinator of the undergraduate program.
A quick hello.
Dr. Corey Tratner, associate professor.
Good evening.
Dr. Elizabeth McAnulty, associate professor.
Hello.
Dr. Jean McCaffrey, associate professor and academic fieldwork coordinator.
Hey, everybody.
Dr. Andrea Coppola, assistant professor.
Everyone.
Yeah. Dr. Scott McNeil, associate professor and a newest member of our faculty.
Hi, everybody. Congrats.
The recently retired Dr. Kathy Post, longtime chair and professor.
Hi, folks. Good to see you all.
And Diane Carrigan, our administrative associate, who keeps us all functional. She's probably off doing something for us somewhere, keeping us organized. We also have several adjunct faculty who support us and our students every day. I'm not sure if we have any adjunct faculty who are here tonight. If you are, give a quick hello. I'm not sure they were able to attend. But to all,
So Lori,
Yes.
if they're here, they're on the audience.
okay,
So they may be here. We can all say
thank you.
hi and thank them for all they do. But they're on the audience.
Okay, perfect. So that was my next step, is to thank all of the full-time faculty, adjunct faculty, and staff who, this past academic year has been, as Dr. Potvin said, unlike any other. And I would just like to publicly acknowledge all of the efforts of all of these individuals in supporting the students throughout the program, while creatively creating learning activities and experiences to promote the skills necessary for success as future occupational therapists. I'd now also like to welcome and acknowledge all of the friends and family who are here to join us in celebrating this class as they take the next step in their journey to become occupational therapists. Without you, none of us would be here. Family support is essential to the success for any student, but particularly for students in programs as rigorous as these students have just completed, but also under the unprecedented circumstances they've all experienced and continue to endure. Everyone has played a role in this journey and made sacrifices to help us get to where we are today. And to the families and friends viewing here tonight, we thank you for your support and commitment. And I would just like to ask all of the students to give a quick Zoom round of applause to the friends and family who have been really your strength, your heart, your hope, and your foundation throughout your academic career. So thank you. Let's take a moment to do that. I don't know, you can unmute if you want. I'll give them a round of applause, but thank you for all that you do. It's a privilege to be here in front of you. And originally I said standing, but I'm actually sitting. So privileged to be sitting here in front of you and honoring this fantastic group of students. We started the program at the same time. You as new graduate students, me as the new department chair. And throughout our time, we've shared a lot of laughs, tears, jokes, snacks, stories, couch visits, more snacks. And you've faced hurdles that no one else has ever faced, either individually or collectively. And you've persevered. Your resilience, your attitude, your positivity have been nothing short of remarkable. I'm honored to have been a part of your journey. And tonight represents another change as you are about to embark on the next step. Sorry, got my pages here and blocking my camera. On your academic, your professional journey. Tonight, you transition from your role as a student to a clinician. And you've gained the academic knowledge and technical skills that you have, that you need to be successful. But you've also demonstrated the life skills necessary for success. And as you make this transition, know that you're ready to not only face the next challenge, but to excel. You will be exceptional OTs. And speaking of exceptional future OTs, at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce your class speaker and basically our departmental ray of sunshine, Jaclyn Davis. So Jackie.
Thank you, Lori. And thank you to the rest of the faculty as well for your work in putting on this ceremony. It's really great to see everyone, and I really was looking forward to being back with everyone and sharing this moment together. During my first fieldwork, the family I stayed with had a quote above their sink that I read each time I washed my hands, which happened to be a good amount. It said, "Until further notice, celebrate everything." So as we finish our first day of our next fieldwork or job, let's call someone we love and share about our big day. First days can be tough, but exciting, and hey, you did it. As your client recuperating from a stroke gets to go home with all the adaptive equipment and recommendations you brainstormed together, let's tell them how happy we are for them, and let's not be afraid to mean it. After you finish your exam, pick up your favorite food on the way home and enjoy all of it. When little Johnny ties his shoes for his very first time all by himself and you witness it with your very own eyes, jump up and down and throw those hands up in the air. When you receive your much anticipated vaccine that sends a glimmer of hope through your bones, take a picture of that card and smile. You are a healthcare hero. When you pass your board exam, I hope you dance as big and sing as loud as Corey did on our last day of summer school. If you come up with a good idea, but there's an ounce of doubt in your bones of whether you're going to carry it out or not, share it with a classmate or a coworker and celebrate how good your idea actually was. When you're reading an article about how early mobilization can lead to better functional outcomes in people with COVID-19, smile, read it twice, and share it with a friend. Celebrate and advocate for the goodness of occupational therapy and the impact a little function can make. You know what makes celebrations even sweeter? Adversity. As students and faculty alike, we have faced the unknown, and in some cases, a bit different version of what we predicted this year was going to look like. So like our future patients, and all human beings for that matter, we had to adapt, pivot, modulate, whatever you want to call it, figure out a different way. Lucky for us, we occupational therapy students knew a little bit about this whole adapt thing already. We had a bit of a head start. We've been taught it, we showed it, check, double check, we had that one covered, and it was time to practice what we preach. What once happened in Lab A, Lab B, and Room 229 was now being practiced on our own chairs, couches, toilets, showers, kitchens, you name it. You can't quite get more occupational than that. Togetherness also makes celebrations more sweet. So here we are tonight. We are celebrating everyone's ability to adapt, to push through with a full heart and an unrelenting passion for helping others function to the best of their capabilities. We've got a pretty special team to celebrate, led by professors who have guided us, adapted for us and with us, and have cheered us along this journey. If you are a student, let's take this opportunity to celebrate our professors and the work they have done for us. For those of you who are taking on fieldwork for the next few months, soak it all up like a sponge. For those gearing up for the exam and applying for jobs, you've got this, and I hope you find a job where your heart can shine. But wherever you are in this journey, let's try to find something you can celebrate each day. And if you ever need someone to celebrate with, I'm sure anyone in each of these boxes would jump to the occasion. Take a look at the faculty to see what I mean. Congratulations, everyone, and best of luck.
Thank you, Jackie. As always, you've brought both the sunshine and the tears. Usually you don't bring the tears, just the smiles. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Brooke Hallowell, Dean of the School of Health Sciences. So Dr. Hallowell will offer some congratulatory remarks as well as a special presentation to Dr. Kathy Post, recently retired former chair. Dr. Post committed 3 decades to educating the next generation of occupational therapy practitioners at Springfield College and has had a tremendous influence on the department, the program, and the college. Dr. Post will then deliver some remarks as our guest speaker.
Good evening. What an honor to get to be with you all this evening, and what a tremendous occasion for celebration. And I just want to say first to our extraordinarily competent faculty and Diane, thank you for your fabulous work you've done to remain student-centered and learning focused, and for holding on tight to our mission despite so many challenges this past year. And I do want to say, Dr. Vaughn, let me say a quick word to you too, and I'm sure I'm speaking on all of our behalf, that your compassion and diligence and phenomenal work ethic and exemplary leadership has really continued to fuel the extremely vital momentum, not only of your department, but of our school and the college and to your profession. So we acknowledge that and thank you. And now to our students this evening, I echo Dr. Vaughn's and Dr. Potvin's comments just to enthusiastically congratulate you. You've come through such reckoning with our systemic racism and all that we need to really continue to do about that. The myriad challenges of the COVID pandemic and political landscape rife with so much division and expressions of hatred. And you've persevered and you keep doing so. And I love how to just all the testimony I've heard about how you support one another through it. You've really also invested in your personal growth. You know, I'm a speech language pathologist, and we always just look at those OTs, so treasure them for all that they are doing and how you are so fantastic with ingenuity and creativity and making things. And you've been exhibiting your ingenuity and creativity and making things work out through all these challenges. So wonderful, wonderful inspiration to all of us across the disciplines. And so your dedication to the humanics philosophies has taken on especially great import this year, and it's going to continue to do so as you complete your degree program and serve as clinicians and scholars and leaders. So this world really needs you. Congratulations. So we all know and cherish Dr. Kathy Post. You might not, some of the people in the audience and students may not know that the title of Emeritus Professor is an honorary title of sustained distinguished service. And it's based on input from the department, the dean, the faculty senate, the provost, the president, and the board of trustees. Dr. Post has been a pivotal member of the Springfield College community and the OT department since January of 1992. So 29 years ago this month, she joined the college. And given how limited our time is tonight, I can't enumerate for you all of the service she's dedicated to our community. It's included continued accreditation in occupational therapy and also our college's accreditation as an institution, and her work on the success of faculty members working toward tenure and promotions. And she's really worked to help excellent clinicians learn to become excellent educators. She's done tremendous work in interprofessional education, strategic planning, and she's had long continued service with the college's graduate council. As students, you may not know that just about every course you have taken in the entire OT curriculum was developed, redesigned, or taught by Dr. Post at some point. I'm going to share with you just a few of the comments that came from Dr. Vaughn's letter of nomination for Dr. Post's emeritus status. She's provided students with tools necessary to be lifelong learners and leaders and skills to continue adding to the knowledge base of the profession. Her commitment to students is unparalleled. Her mentorship of students through successfully navigating fieldwork, the board exam, licensure, and practice does not end when a student leaves Springfield College, but rather continues through their professional careers. She spent countless hours of personal time advising, educating, and guiding current and former students through the various challenges they encounter in their academic and professional lives. During a recent ceremony, a college-wide ceremony to celebrate our retirees, Dr. Post reminded us of the definition that you OTs have of occupation, having a much deeper meaning than one's job or profession. And since September 1st of 2020, Dr. Post has clearly already begun her new phase of engaging more richly in her myriad occupations, including, well, as far as I know, gardening and engaging in major home renovations, much of them involving power tools and a serious tool belt. She served as an election poll volunteer, and who knows what else. We'll just have to stay tuned. Dr. Post, Professor Emerita, your recognition is well-deserved, and we heartily congratulate you.
Thank you so much, Brooke. That's very kind of you. And I have to say, although I have loved being an occupational therapist and teaching, and I continue to do some of that occupation, as I did this morning, teaching a class, I'm a very lucky girl. And I just love being able to spend time in my basement, reorganizing my wood shop and building steps and railings and furniture and all kinds of things. So I'm having a wonderful time. And I highly recommend retirement. I know I will be closely followed by several other people. So I was struck by both Dr. Potvin's words and also by Jackie's words about what you all have had to go through. And I would like to congratulate all of you on completing or nearly completing your professional education in occupational therapy to earn a Master of Science degree. You've all worked so hard to get to this point. And even though I can no longer officially issue grades, I would like to award to you all as a class a grade for your graduate experience. Now, a lot of people will say, you know, give an A for effort, and I never understood that because effort starts with an E, not an A. And Springfield College doesn't use A+ in its grading system, but I am going to give you an A+ anyway, something I've never been able to do before. So congratulations to all of you on that. I need to explain to you, though, what that A+ stands for, because, you know, that's something that people in graduation speeches do. They create some cute little gimmick that you might be able to remember for a week or a month, but you certainly won't remember this at your 10th class reunion, which will come much faster than you can imagine. The A stands for something you've had to practice over and over again throughout your life, and that is adaptation. Jackie kind of used that word. She absolutely used that word as well. But what I want to do is build on that and say it's the past year's experiences that have turned this A into an A+ or adaptation plus. So before I go further into what this means, I want to take a minute to provide you with some definitions of the word adaptation from our old friend, the OT practice framework. Two definitions, in fact, because this fall, AOTA came out with the 4th edition of the OTPF. And I think there's an interesting change in the definition. So remember almost 2 years ago in research project design when you selected a word from the OTPF glossary and you had to trace back the origins of the idea for your history of an idea projects? Well, none of you selected the word adaptation. So here we go, complete with a PowerPoint, and I am just going to screen share if I can get my mouse back on here. The host disabled participant screen sharing. Is that something media services can fix? If not, I'll just read it to you. Never mind. So from the 3rd edition of the practice framework, 2014, what the OT practice framework says is OT practitioners enable participation by modifying a task, the method of accomplishing the task, and the environment to promote engagement in learning, engagement in occupation, I'm sorry. And that was actually quoted from Ann James's chapter in Radomski and Trombley-Latham. Ann is an old friend of Lori's and mine, so I was really pleased to see that. But the 4th edition of the OT practice framework changes the emphasis and says it doesn't focus on what OT practitioners do, it focuses on the client. And it says adaptation is an effective and efficient response by the client to occupational and to contextual demands. And I think that's a really interesting change because, first of all, it's client-centered, and it implies what we have all learned, which is that we as OTs can enable this adaptation process by managing and manipulating those demands and contexts and the tools that people have in order to try and engage in occupation. So that sounds pretty theoretical, doesn't it? I think, Joni, you'd be proud of me for going back to the OTPF and a little bit of theory here. It is theoretical, but you know what it means because you've been practicing this, not just in your classes, but for your entire life. You've grown throughout your education from primary and secondary school to college and graduate school. You've met a series of progressive challenges to your intellect, your values, your motivation as you move through not just the educational system, but through life. You've continually adapted to meet these changing demands, and you've succeeded in reaching an advanced level of education in a program that is accredited based not just on its curriculum design, but on its progression of skills and knowledge and the demands that you need to meet as students. We know as faculty that you're capable of looking at theoretical constructs like this and figuring out how to apply them to real life situations, not just with your patients or clients, but also with yourselves. Think of all the ways that you've had to adapt over the past year, both to contextual demands and to occupational demands. And to my mind, the plus part of the A+ comes not just from these extraordinary challenges, but also from what you've learned from responding to these challenges and how these adaptations will shape what you do in the future. And Dr. Potvin said that right in her opening remarks about how this has changed all of us, but especially you, and given us skills and knowledge that we would not have had except for this extraordinary circumstance. So let me give you a few examples. Last March, you adapted to participating in class fully online, changing the context for learning, completing assignments, using videos and other media. You could do this because you had the building blocks for using online tools, but also because you supported each other and you collaborated with faculty to improve these experiences in whatever ways worked for you. So you helped us adapt too. You gave us positive, constructive feedback on what was working for you. You made suggestions on other approaches we might be able to use. And that was certainly helpful to us. The next month, in April, you adapted to completing your group research projects with no in-person contact, as far as I know, changing the occupational demand for how you got it done. Again, you supported each other in applying your skills to this challenge, and you used these strategies for working with your faculty research advisors as well. In May, you participated in our research colloquium using an entirely online format, which was a first for all of us. And while this changed the context for the colloquium, there were actually some advantages in terms of who could participate, who could attend, and what they could see of your work online, in allowing those who could to participate synchronously, but also some participated asynchronously from both nearby and from far away. So who knows, maybe the faculty will decide to hold the colloquium this way every year, or at least incorporate some of the elements from last May. You also found a way to adapt and cope with your disappointment about putting off your academic completion ceremony until now. You were incredibly patient as we tried to figure out what on earth was going on, because as you remember, the environment was changing almost every day for the first month or two. The information we had, the science, the circumstances, and the demands. So again, virtual participation changes the context, but it also provides some new opportunities. And I can see that there are 202 participants on this webinar right here. And that's a pretty healthy number. You are being celebrated quite well. Your adaptations for fieldwork were huge. You had to be flexible around dates, locations, types of settings, formats for fieldwork, as Jean and Carrie worked so hard to keep you as close to being on track as possible. This was unavoidable, and I think maybe knowing that the whole world was going through this at the same time provided you with some comfort. But I know that it was difficult for all of you. But these adaptations also prepare you for a very different world. The profession of OT and the health professions in general have talked about telehealth and telerehab for years, as far back as the 1990s, from what I was able to find with a quick Google search. But this year, we leaped forward in huge ways to actually do it. I got counseling online, I saw my PCP online, and insurers are paying for it. That's a barn door they'll never be able to close. So that has really changed how we deliver healthcare. You also had to make huge and numerous adaptations in your lives beyond school as you figured out where to live, how to live, including masking and social distancing and quarantining and isolating and following curfews, all while still finding ways to participate in your families, your jobs, your social networks, on top of everything else related to school. Remember how hard it was to adjust to shopping at first, following the hours and the arrows, competing with others for goods in short supply? There was some nasty stuff going on out there. Even the other day in Michael's looking for yarn, I realized that going up and down the narrow aisles with arrows on the floor, looking for what I needed while avoiding other people, was like being in a life-size human Pac-Man game. Does anybody else? There's my sound effect. Did you hear it? Does anybody else feel that way? Now when I go to the grocery store, I feel like I'm playing Pac-Man, right? So,
with you, I speak for the entire department. Albeit briefly for the two of us together, however, professionally for many years. Your legacy extends far beyond the walls of Springfield College and the occupational therapy program. It's woven throughout the profession of occupational therapy. So just thank you for all you've given to us as an institution and as a profession.
Lori, I have to thank you for arriving at Springfield College in such a timely way and taking on the reins of what I know will always be a really fine program. So thank you.
Okay. So lots of tears tonight. So at this time, it's an honor to introduce Dr. Calvin Hill, who is Vice President for Inclusion and Community Engagement, who is our invited special speaker for this evening. Dr. Hill.
Thank you, Lori. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, Dr. Post, congratulations and well wishes on a well-deserved retirement. To the Ceremony Planning Committee, thank you for inviting me to offer a few minutes of reflection this evening. To our students, I ask that you forgive me in advance as I call upon, but rather expect of you, to live the core tenets of the Occupational Therapy Association Vision 2025, which speaks of maximizing health, well-being, and quality of life for all people, populations, and communities through effective solutions that facilitate participation in everyday living. The Vision 2025 addresses the social context around issues of diversity and inclusion within health and communities. You see, when you see the word all It does not mean some, it truly means all and everyone. And let us not forget the college's mission, which focuses on service to others. The other may not look like you, sound like you, worship like you, or come from the same country as you. Through your education here at Springfield College and your chosen career field, you have indeed called upon yourself to serve others and to serve all. So while your academic training may be over, you will find that there is still much work to do and much to learn. You chose this occupation because you have an awareness of the importance of health and wellness. During your academic studies, you gain the knowledge and skills to assist those you will be serving as they perform their day-to-day activities and become as independent as possible. And now you have the awareness and knowledge and skills to act, to do, to make a difference. You will be called upon to make a difference in the lives of those you serve. A pillar of your Vision 2025 is that of equity, inclusion, and diversity. It states that the profession is intentionally inclusive and equitable, and that it embraces diversity in all its forms. That said, it will be incumbent upon you to both understand and gain an appreciation for those you will be serving. In your work, it will not be enough to be a good occupational therapist. You should think about being a good OT professional while at the same time thinking about what you can do to be a culturally competent professional. To be a culturally competent professional will mean that you have to have an awareness and understanding of the various cultural considerations of those you will serve. As I hope you have seen here at Springfield College, culture is just not about race and ethnicity. Other social identities that we must pay attention to include gender, gender identity or expression, ability, sexual orientation, and spirituality. While over 85% of your profession are white, you will find that you will be called upon to serve an increasingly diverse population. This population, all weary of the possible discrimination and marginalization they will face, will have a sense of safety and a security in your relationship. Your knowledge of your own biases, the social determinants of health, and health disparities within diverse consumers will be critical to working with all of those you serve. But I say it does not end there. You see, as Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, my favorite superhero, with great power comes great responsibility. We have to ask ourselves, what is our moral responsibility? In addition to delivering what I know will be outstanding care to those you will serve, I call upon you to help change the diversity and inclusion landscape within the occupational therapy profession. We know that a more diverse workforce will foster increased health outcomes. Ask that you help someone to have the social capital and awareness of the profession that you have. Mentor an underrepresented student. Use your platform to advocate for others. Change perceptions of the field and create a more welcoming climate for diverse consumers and practitioners. Again, I know you have the awareness, knowledge, and skills to be outstanding practitioners. As I think about the increasingly diverse population that you will be called upon to serve, I call upon you to accept the challenge and opportunity to truly serve all. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Go out there and make us proud and live your pledge every day.
Thank you, Dr. Hill. Very inspirational words and important message. So we thank you for joining us tonight. This is the part of the ceremony where we would typically present you with your occupational therapy pins in recognition of your academic efforts that mark your transition from student to clinician. The pin also represents your connection to the program, to the college, to the profession of occupational therapy. You should have already received those pins in the package that was sent by the department. Typically what we would do is I would read your names and you would walk across the stage and we would shake your hands, and Dr. Hill would be there to help us hand out those pins as he's done for many years. but we still want to have the opportunity to celebrate each of you. So I'm going to read each name, and after I read each name, that person can unmute, say a quick hello or some words so that we can see you on the screen. I will ask that we as a department and other students stay muted unless you are the person being called, and then at the end we can all unmute and offer a round of applause for the entire class. Okay, so here we go. The class of 2020/2021. Shelby Allen.
Hi, thank you so much.
Andrew Barnes.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for everything you do. I'm going to miss you guys, and I love you guys.
Kayla Bogdan.
Hello. Thanks to all the faculty and all the lifelong friends that I made throughout the past 2 years.
Nicole Bowman.
Hello. Thank you to all my friends, family, professors, and everyone else at Springfield College who supported me.
Diana Cabrera.
Hi. I'm not going to say much because I get emotional, but thank you to everyone.
Emily Cataloni.
Hi, thank you for everyone for everything. It's been a pleasure.
Melissa Cogburn.
Hi, thank you to the faculty and to all my family watching. I love you all.
Jackie Davis.
Hi, everyone. It's really great seeing everyone. Thank you.
Renee DeLisser. I'm not sure if she's here. Rachel Feliu.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for everything.
Nicole Gallant.
Hi, everyone. Thank you to everyone who supported me and to all the faculty.
Rachel Gilbert.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you to all the teachers and the friends I've made through the program. And I wish I could have seen you guys all in person. I miss everyone.
Ren Gilio.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful and incredible journey.
Molly Goldberg.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for everything.
Steph Gonzalez.
Hi, everyone. Thank you to all the faculty in my class.
Jillian Hamilton.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much.
Juliana Howlett.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for everything and for all the support.
Devin Casper.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love you all.
Laura Keelick.
Hello. Thank you all so much for everything.
Megan Klein.
Hello. Thank you to my friends, family, and all the faculty members.
Kayla Kohansky.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support.
Allie Lefsick.
Thanks so much for everything. I enjoyed being with you all the past few years.
Jessica Maloney. Is Jessica here? Breon Martin.
Hello, everybody. I appreciate the faculty and my peers, and learning with you all these last few years has been incredible. Thank you.
Nicole Maury.
Hello, I've met so many wonderful souls. Thank you to all the instructors and students I've been with the past couple of years.
Nicole Payne.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being part of my OT journey, and I love you guys.
Danielle Perrin.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bethany Racico.
Thank you. I could not have made it without all of you guys. And Lori, thanks for all the snacks.
You're welcome. Kim Saltzman.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for all the love and support throughout this journey. And thanks, Lori, for not kicking me out of the program.
Rachel Santos.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for everything.
Tanner Schmid.
Hey everyone, thank you. This has been one crazy but amazing journey, and could not have done it without every single one of you guys. Thank you.
Katherine Stallone.
Hello, thank you everyone who supported me throughout this journey. I'm very grateful.
Lauren Chesney.
Hi everyone, thanks for everything.
Grace Torriello.
Hi everyone, thanks for all the continued support. It's been a pleasure.
Meredith Teeter.
Hi everyone, I just want to thank you for being there basically 24/7 for every single one of us in this cohort.
David Texera.
Hi everyone, just want to thank the faculty, all my peers, and my family for all the continued support.
Kelly Torf.
Hi everyone, thank you for everything you've done for us.
Andrew Wallman.
Hi everyone, and thanks for all the support from everyone. And we did it.
Casey Walsh.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for always being there for me and helping me through the past few years.
Kristen White.
Hi guys, thank you for everything. Love and miss you guys.
And Haley Yell.
Hi everyone, thanks for everything. I'm so grateful for this program.
That's it, the class. I hope that's everybody. Did I miss anyone? Class of 2020/2021. Woo! You did it! Yeah. Congratulations and welcome to the profession of occupational therapy. Whew, you did it. Okay. Now, that brings us to the next step of our agenda, and it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Elizabeth McAnulty, who will lead us in the Occupational Therapy Pledge.
So this is not just any occupational therapy pledge. This is the occupational therapy pledge that you as a class created in your very first semester. This was sort of a new thing that we started a few years ago because we felt like the pledge that we had, not Vision 2025, but the general pledge. There wasn't really an official one, and the only one that was around was kind of not so relevant. So you all together created one that was very relevant. And hopefully you all have your programs with you, and we're going to say it together. Feel free to unmute if you'd like to. I know it gets chaotic, but you know, I'll know that you're talking, whether you mute or unmute. So we'll go ahead and get started. I pledge to uphold the following ideals in my profession as an occupational therapist, both as a student and as a future practitioner, which you all are that much closer to being any day now. So this pledge is to see my client as my equal and fellow human and treat them compassionately and with empathetic care. To respect the client's dignity, autonomy, and humanity, as well as respecting the same for families and those that love and care for the client. To be open to learning and new experiences, striving to provide the most up-to-date and effective care. To make ethically justifiable and caring decisions that are respectful of the client's desires, while staying true to the values that make me an occupational therapist. To advocate for my clients and provide them with the best care possible, putting their needs first. To understand and collaborate with other disciplines in the workplace, and to advocate and give back to occupational therapy practice. To use my clinical reasoning to integrate the values of each client, considering them holistically as unique individuals deserving of client-centered care. To respect and consider the values and moral foundations of my clients and family members and of team members. To therapeutically promote education, information, and privacy. To leave my personal life outside of practice and to be present in my practice, to advocate on my clients' behalf and for their well-being and provide them a quality of care that supports their health, well-being, and choices, to treat each client as a unique human being with separate values, beliefs, and goals, treating the person, not the illness. Those are noble words. I'm very proud of you all.
Beautifully, beautifully done, beautifully written. We've come to the point in the celebration for the presentation of some academic and service awards. The first one, Dr. Joni Simmons will present the Graduate Fellow Teaching Associates in the OT Department Awards.
Okay, thank you. And because it's Zoom time here, I'm going to also call the names of those getting the Teaching Fellow and Teaching Associate Awards one at a time. And if you would each unmute yourselves, give a wave and say hello so you come into speaker's view. And then after that, I'll say some words of thanks. And then if some of us might want to unmute and clap, then we'll move on to the next one. So the first one is going to Jaclyn Davis.
Thank you.
There's Jackie. Then Stephanie Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Renee DeLisser, who I guess is not here, but just in case she popped in. Danielle Perrin.
Hi, thank you.
Kelly Torf.
Thank you.
And my GA is Haley, or was Haley Yell.
Thank you.
So these students have supported the faculty through some very challenging times and complex projects and programs. We couldn't offer the variety of labs and the service learning community experiences that we do in this program without the dedicated and determined assistance of these GAs. On behalf of all of the faculty and Diane, our administrative associate, we thank each of you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you. Dr. Carrie Leckie will now present the Student Occupational Therapy Association Awards.
Good evening. My name is Carrie Leckie, and I'm the advisor for the Student Occupational Therapy Association, which is SOTA for short. I'm going to acknowledge the SOTA Executive Board members as a group first, and then say a few words after all have been called. So if the students being called would please give a wave and a hello to get your video to the front of the Zoom class, and we'll ask applause at the end if you would. Co-President, Kristen White.
Hi, guys.
Co-President, Ren Gillio.
Hello, everyone.
Treasurer, Nicole Bowman.
Hi.
Secretary, Casey Walsh.
Hello, everyone.
And social media, Katie Stallone.
Hi, everyone.
So SOTA has a long-standing tradition at Springfield College. Their mission is to provide information about the field of occupational therapy to fellow students at Springfield College and to promote awareness of the OT profession on campus and in the community. Pre-COVID was a great time of in-person events such as the OT bowling night and gathering together for a wonderful Friendsgiving meal with a mix of graduate and undergraduate students. The undergrads don't like to show up for too much stuff, so huge props to you guys for getting them to come in. And faculty celebrating the season of gratitude together. The highlight of the spring semester was seeing the immediate response of SOTA members volunteering to help our department chair, Lori Vaughn, develop and run a sensory-friendly Thunderbirds hockey game, allowing participants to fully enjoy an event that normally would be too stimulating and turning it into a positive and unforgettable experience for all. all students who participated in this event should be incredibly proud of the service they provided to our community, and many thanks to Lori for her leadership in this endeavor. One of the main functions of the SOTA Club is fundraising to attend the Spring AOTA Conference, and the board did an amazing job putting together a variety of successful fundraisers. Unfortunately, the conference was canceled. I do want to give huge props to the board for thinking outside the box when the conference was canceled. They were very thoughtful to support an alternative that would meet the same goals of attending the conference by providing a 16-month subscription to occupationaltherapy.com to each student entering fieldwork, allowing everybody to have the ability to explore a wide range of online occupational therapy educational opportunities safely and effectively at a time when it was needed the most. It is a great honor to acknowledge the SOTA Executive Board members this evening with many thanks for your service.
Thank you. Thank you, Carrie, and thank you, SOTA Club. Dr. Jean McCaffrey will now present and acknowledge the student members of the Occupational Therapy Review Committee.
Thank you, Lori. The Occupational Therapy Review Committee is a department-appointed committee made of faculty and graduate occupational therapy students. This committee is responsible for reviewing the academic and professional behavior status of all graduate students in the professional phase of the OT program. Committee members must manage confidential material and give input into decisions that require upholding the rigorous academic and professional standards of our program, combined with balancing the role of student advocacy. In appreciation of their service, there are 2 committee members that we would like to recognize this evening. When I say your name, please say hello and be recognized. Tanner Schmidt.
Hey, thank you.
And Haley Yell.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you both for your service.
Yes. Thank you. Dr. Corey Tratner will now present the academic awards to recognize those students who have met the standards for academic honors, and she will describe what that is.
Thank you. This is a very rigorous graduate program. It is not easy for anyone to get through, and it requires a lot of dedication and a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of sincerity. And as Kathy was saying, especially this year with the pandemic and having to make all of the changes that we did and your flexibility, all of you deserve an A+, and all of you deserve this recognition that unfortunately we can only give to a few. And also from what Dr. McAnulty said, with the pledge that you all developed really shows that you all have definitely earned the recognition that you deserve, that you have completed this program. However, we do want to recognize those students who have gotten a 3.9 or above for their cumulative average. The grades are based on the professional level coursework available as of this week, including 7 professional level students. I'm going to list them in alphabetical order, and you all can say hello and wave, and then we can applaud. So Renee Delisier, I don't think she's here. Nicole Gallant.
Hi, thank you.
Laura Kalick. Laura, she's
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Allie Lefsick.
Hi, thank you.
Katie Stallone.
Thank you.
David Texera.
Thank you.
And Haley Yell.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations to all of the certificate recipients. You will be getting a certificate in the mail Typically, we would have handed those to you, but we will be sending them to you to honor your wonderful achievements and to thank you for the service that you've given to the department and your hard work throughout your 2 years on campus. So as we bring the ceremony to a close, remember that tonight is a celebration of you. From the very first day you began as a cohort, it was clear to us that you were and are something special. I alluded to it, and all of the other speakers have alluded to it. You know, your resilience and your positive attitude and all of those things that we've talked about throughout the evening. But beyond that, you truly gelled as a group. Each of you was committed to the success of your peers as much as you were to your own achievement. And that was quite remarkable. Tonight marks not the end of your journey, but the next step in your journey. While your knowledge, skills, and your countless attributes will undoubtedly take you far, you're always going to have a home here at Springfield College and in the hearts of your OT family. The connections that you made here are connections that you have and hopefully you will take advantage of for a lifetime. Don't ever lose the link that you have to your OT roots, as it's the roots that provide the stability, the strength, and a secure foundation as you embark on your professional journey and branch out into your careers. Flashback to Reflex Lecture. Before we get to the cheers and the confetti, we're going to share a slideshow created by Kim Saltzman.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you'll regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Wow, more tears. Beautiful, beautiful. Clearly, I think, Kim, you really found a way to highlight how special this class is and each individual within the class is. So thank you for putting that together to honor this group. And with that, we bring this celebration to a close. So gather your toasting glass, your confetti, your noise blower. Whatever you have. Got it ready? Is everybody ready?
And unmute, everyone unmute. Let's make this noisy.
Yeah, lots of noise.
Come on.
Lots of noise.
Downstairs.
So first of all, are we going to do the toast first?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Cheers to you, the class of 2020 and 2021. You're amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
And here we go. Go!
That's all.
Love you, miss you.
Hey. Hey. What?
Oh, is it time for the confetti?
Big hug. Big hug. Confetti stays in the bag.
Okay.
Here's some confetti.
I used my confetti on the sign.
Okay. Let's take it.
I think it just goes by who's making the most noise.